If you served our country and you're looking to buy a home in California, you may be sitting on one of the most powerful mortgage tools in existence, and you may not even know how it really works. Hi, I'm McCarthy, aka the Loan Guy, managing member and mortgage broker for Sceptre Mortgage, a California mortgage brokerage. Let's break that down. So what is a VA loan? In plain English, it is a mortgage backed by the Department of Veteran Affairs. Now let's clear something up right away, because this is where most people get confused on how the program actually works. The VA doesn't actually lend you money, and neither do I. I do not lend you money. As a mortgage broker, my job is to broker and originate the mortgage deal on your behalf. I then shop that loan around to multiple wholesale mortgage lenders to get the right price, the right program that meets your specific needs. It's the actual lender who funds the loan at the closing table. So where does the VA fit in? The VA guarantees a portion of that loan. Think about it as a safety net that sits behind the actual mortgage loan, backing up the lender's risk. Because that guarantee exists, the lenders are willing to offer loans that they simply couldn't offer on regular conventional loans, i.e., no money down, more favorable terms, and no mortgage insurance, no PMI whatsoever. And here's the advantage of working with a broker like myself instead of walking into your nearest bank. I'm not tied to a single bank's rate sheet or their overlays. I can shop your file across multiple VA lenders and bring you back the absolute best option that fits your unique situation. You're not stuck with just one bank's decision and what they can offer you. You have a plethora of options that we will shop and review. That's the heart of what a VA loan is, and that's the benefit of having a broker like Sceptre Mortgage in your corner throughout the process. Now let's talk about who this program was actually built for and why, because it matters. The VA loan program itself goes all the way back to 1944 as part of the GI Bill. After World War II, the country had millions of service members coming back from the war, and Congress wanted to make sure they had a real path to home ownership and financial stability after returning home. That mission hasn't changed. That benefit is offered to active duty servicemen, veterans, and in many cases, eligible surviving spouses. If you served your country, this program exists specifically for that service. It's not a favor, it's not a discount program, it's earned. And here in California, where the house prices are some of the highest in the country, that benefit can be the deciding factor between owning a home and renting for another decade. Let's dig a little bit deeper into the VA guarantee, because this is where most people get confused. When I broker a VA loan for a client, the VA guarantees a portion of that loan to the lender, not to you, not to me, but to hedge some of the risk that the lender incurs while extending you these funds. So if something were to go wrong down the road, that guarantee hedges the risk for the lender. And here's why it matters to you directly. Because the lender's risk is reduced, they can extend better, more favorable terms to you. That's the whole mechanism of why the VA loan allows you to put no money down, while every other mortgage out there, conventional FHA, allows you to put money down when you purchase a home. The VA is essentially telling the lenders that we trust the borrower and we trust their service for this country, extend them favorable terms. And we'll back a portion of this loan so that you can provide favorable terms to the borrower. The VA doesn't underwrite your loan, it doesn't approve your loan, it doesn't even service your loan. My role as your broker is to verify the loan, package the loan, and verify your eligibility. and then place it with the lender that gives you the best combination of rate and terms. That guarantee that's sitting behind the scenes of this loan is what makes this loan possible. And having a great broker to shop that loan for you is what makes this VA program even better. Now let's get into the core benefits, because this is what makes the VA loan stand out above all other mortgage programs on the market today. Number one, 0 down payment. In most cases, you can purchase a property with absolutely 0 down. In a state like California, where putting 20% down can mean putting down $100,000 or more, this benefit alone shaves years off of the home buying process. Number two, no private mortgage insurance or PMI. In a traditional loan like a conventional loan, if you put down less than 20%, you're typically required to have PMI, which is on top of your regular monthly mortgage. The VA doesn't require that at all. Instead, there's a one-time VA funding fee, and in some examples, you may be exempt from that. If you are disabled veteran with at least 10% or higher, you may qualify to waive the VA funding fee completely. Number three, flexible credit requirements. VA loans tend to have a more flexible guideline and underwriting requirements than most typical conventional loans. It doesn't mean that there are no standards, but they were designed to work with real-life financial situations and not just a perfect credit profile. And because I work with multiple wholesale VA lenders as your broker, if one lender's guidelines don't satisfy our situation, we simply take it to the next one who has a more favorable guideline requirement for our file. And that's something a single bank simply cannot offer. Number four, reusable entitlement. Most people think that when you use your VA entitlement, that's it, it's a one and done thing. Well, it's not. Oftentimes, when you pay that loan off or sell the home, your VA entitlements can be reinstated, thus allowing you to reuse that VA benefit again. So it's not a one and done. You can also do multiple VA loans if you follow the rules. So remember, this benefit is designed to follow you throughout your home buying journeys throughout your lifetime, not just for your first time use. So how does the lender actually know that I qualify for this benefit? And that's where the certificate of eligibility comes in. Well, most people call it the COE. The COE is an official document that states that you meet your VA eligibility requirements and that the lender can actually lend on those VA benefits. It also tells us how much eligibility that you have available to you. In other words, how much loan guarantee is available to you at this time. So the COE is a document that we can pull here at Sceptre Mortgage throughout the loan process, which means you don't have to go looking in your trunk. You don't have to reach out to the VA. We can help simplify that process by pulling it on your behalf in our VA portal. But you need to understand, without the COE, no lender can move forward when providing you a VA loan because they can simply not guarantee or validate your eligibility. The good news is usually getting your COE or your certificate of eligibility is a simple process, and we can normally have it back within 24 hours. So let's clear up a few myths that I personally hear all the time. Myth number one, VA loan takes longer to close and sellers do not like them. Well, that is a myth. That's simply not true. VA loans can close just like any other loans, normally within 30 days. If you have a really good mortgage broker, like myself, it can close in up to 2 weeks, depending if you're and everybody's on the same page in this process. All of your documents are in on time. We order the appraisal on time. We get everything going. If you're ready to go, VA loans are one of the most popular programs, and sellers really do truly love to work with veterans. Myth number two, you can only use your VA benefits once. Well, we just went over that in the earlier section. No, You can purchase the house with your VA benefits. If you sell or you pay off that loan, your VA benefits can typically be restored, and you can use it for your next property as well. It's not a one and done event. Remember, your VA benefit can be used for purchasing, refinancing, building, constructing a new property, bringing cash out of your home. Many different programs that fall under the VA umbrella for you to explore. Myth number 4, VA interest rates are the worst interest rates. Well, that's just flat out not true. VA loans have some of the most lowest interest rates of any loan of any caliber. Definitely cheaper than most conventional loans, on par if not cheaper than FHA loans. Why is this possible? Because again, the VA guarantees a portion of that loan to the lender, which allows them to alleviate some of that risk, and then they can transfer that to you in the form of a lower interest rate. So please do not let this outdated information, these myths, these untruths, keep you from utilizing your VA benefits. Allow me, Sceptre Mortgage, to guide you through this process so that you can understand your VA benefit and take advantage of it for you and your family. If you served, or if you're an eligible surviving spouse and you're thinking about purchasing a home in California or refinancing a home in California, I want you to reach out. As your mortgage broker, my team and I at Sceptre Mortgage work with VA clients regularly. We will pull your certificate of eligibility. We will shop your loan to make sure you're getting the best terms, and we will forge a plan that fits your unique situation to help you and your family achieve your dreams of home ownership. Call us today at 888-488-5066 or head over to SceptreMortgage.com. There's no pressure. I will not push you. I will simply educate you and show you how you can get into the home of your dreams. I hope this educated you on VA loans on this brief overview. My name is McCarthy, aka the Loan Guy, mortgage broker for Sceptre Mortgage, a California mortgage brokerage, and I will see you in the next video.